Chapter 10. I landed hard. Pain shot through my body. I shut my eyes, trying to squeeze away the pain. When I opened my eyes, I gazed into heavy darkness. Where am I? I murmured, feeling dazed. I couldn't see a thing. And then I realized my hands were clinging to the side of the ravine. My fingers dug into the soil. I made it. Yes, I made it to the other side. Cal? I murmured, still feeling dazed. Did he get out? Did he jump too? Oh, I moaned as the cold soil crumbled. My fingers slid out. I started to slide down the steep side of the ravine. With a furious cry, I grasped the soil, dug my fingers in, pulled myself up, my legs kicking and churning, my shoes scraping the side. When I made it to the top, I jumped onto my stomach, arms outstretched on the cool earth, hugging the ground. It took a long time to catch my breath, and then I pulled myself to my feet and walking on trembling legs back to the edge of the ravine. Cal, I called, cupping my hands around my mouth. Cal, are you there? I couldn't see him. Couldn't see the dog either, or the house beyond the back garden. Too dark, I realized. I brushed myself off and glanced around. I was beginning to feel a little more normal. How do I get home from over here? I wondered. I realized I'd never been on the side of the ravine. I turned and found myself facing dark woods. Tall black trees rose up to the purple sky. The trees tilted in on each other, forming a fence. Walking quickly, whistling to myself, I began following a twisting path through the woods. I'm sure there are neighborhoods on the other side of the woods, I told myself. It's still pretty early. Probably lots of trick-or-treaters out. The air grew colder as I stepped out of the woods. Zipping my coat up to my chin, I gazed around. I found myself on a narrow street with small dark houses, very close together on both sides. No one on the street, no cars moving. Where are the trick-or-treaters? I wondered. I was starting to feel hungry. I'll scare the first kid I find and take his sweets, I decided. I pulled the rubber mask from my coat pocket and tucked down over my head. Now I just have to find someone to scare, I told myself. Where is everyone? I walked along the pavement, peering over low bushes and hedges into dark front gardens. I stopped at the first corner and squinted up at the street sign. First Street. Never heard of it, I muttered. The houses in the next street were even smaller and very close together. Dim circles of yellow light from the street lamps made my shadow stretch across the pavement. I couldn't see any other lights. Still no people. No cars. No dogs barking. No babies crying. Nothing moved. I whistled louder and scraped my shoes on the pavement just to make a sound. Weird neighborhood, I muttered. The next street sign read, 2nd Street. I glanced around, trying to figure out what direction I was heading. I knew I had to walk around the ravine and then back the way I'd come. But which way was that? Which way? Peering into the darkness, I could no longer see the tall trees of the woods. I'll try 2nd Street, I decided. I'll follow it until I come to some people. They'll ask directions. Someone will know how I can get across the ravine and back to my neighborhood. But 2nd Street was as empty and silent as the other street. I tried humming a song, humming really loud, just to keep myself from totally losing it. No wonder no one ever comes to this side of the ravine, I told myself. Everyone on this side must go back to bed at 8 o'clock. And then I saw someone. Down the street, about half a street away, moving toward me on the pavement. Hey, I called. Hi. No reply. I stopped walking and squinted into the dim yellow light. Was it a boy? Hi, I'm lost, I called. Can you help me? I took a few steps toward him. He kept walking, steadily, arms down his sides. And as he stepped under a street lamp, I saw him clearly and gasped in shock.